electrifying world premiere event. The story that sparked a national bestseller, a peaceful Missouri town terrorized by a man gone berserk.
You got a cute house. Be a shame to see it burning down some night.
That crazy man ain't never going to jail.
He's out there again.
Until ordinary citizens fought back.
You know somebody who's going to stop me.
And now, witness the events that provoked ordinary people to commit the most startling acts of courage ever.
I didn't see nothing. We got a problem.
Brian Dennehy, Cloris Leachman, a murder in broad daylight.
Where's this punch going, man?
I got a farmer over in McKay County. He'll pay top dollar and no questions asked.
Good thing old Pickett didn't think to mark his hogs, ain't it?
Damn if he marks them, tags them, or tattoos them on a butt. As long as he keeps raising them, I'll keep stealing them. For Len.
Oh, you stink.
Hold your nose.
better. See you Sunday, I hope.
Oh, we'll be there.
Hey, Ray. Paul? Paul!
Hey, Reverend.
Haven't seen you since the election. Congratulations. Now, where's the badge? Well, at least you're not showing off. You know, I hear the Board of Aldermen refused to buy you a gun. Is that a fact?
Well, they're supplying my ammunition. They give me a light and radio for my car, $35 a month for gas, and a monthly $200 salary. I had to buy my own gun.
Well, I don't see it showing either.
Well, it's in the glove box of my car. I hope that's the closest I ever have to get to it.
You've got nothing to worry about, Marshal Harris. I bet the last time a lawman fired a gun in this town was about 1880, and he thought he had Jesse James cornered.
Boy, don't miss Dear Dora today, Adina. There's a couple of doozies in here today. Listen to this.
I heard they make them up. Them letters? No one real writes them letters.
No, I seen her once on TV. She said they're real letters. Listen to this. Dear Dora, I am a married mother of 6 children, aged 47. My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire to...
Emma and Dorothy, you better get moving. You're going to miss the bus.
Wouldn't that be a shame?
Here it comes. Would you move your butts?
My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire
Still making breakfast, Adina? Hey, look at who's here. I thought you were too sick to get out of bed and go to school.
I'm feeling better.
After the bus is gone.
Would you do me a favor, Darlene? Would you drop dead?
Only if you promise me a real nice funeral. Listen, Adina.
Darlene, how come you don't call Mama?
So, can I have some breakfast, Adina?
If you ain't too sick to stay in bed, you ain't too sick to make your own breakfast.
Thanks a lot, Adina.
My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire...
How come you don't call Mama?
Paulette, would you wait a minute? I'm trying to read something here.
But how come, Darlene?
How come what?
Don't you holler at her. She's only 4 years old.
Because she's not our mama, Paulette.
Who's not?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Mama.
Oh, come on here. Now, I'm your mama, and I'm Claude's mama, and I'm Tommy's mama. But Darlene and Sin and Emmy and Dorothy all have a different mama.
Do they have a different daddy?
Not as far as we know.
No. Y'all got the same daddy. Go see if he's up. If he ain't, get him up. See if he wants some breakfast.
My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire to...
Whose husband?
That was a different wife I had back then. Her name was Barbara. And she's their mama.
Where is she?
She run off.
What's a wife?
A wife's a mistake. Every man has to make now and again, and nobody has ever figured it out why.
Do itsy bitsy spider, Daddy.
Itsy bitsy spider. Come on. Well, we're itsy bitsy spider come up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up comes the sun and took the rain away, and the itsy bitsy spider. What?
Went up the spout again.
Here's to the lady who has to raise babies alone. Some may be widows and victims of fate, but most are just left on their own. And here's to the blues, the winos and the blues, who had to give freedom a try. It's a pitiful thing when a fool on the way discovers there's nowhere to fly.
Well, what's your pleasure, Lynn?
We have a cold one. 6-pack to go. How's business, Todd?
Well, I could complain. What's the point?
Won't get you nowhere.
Okay. And what you got there, honey?
Here's for mine.
Oh, do you want these orders separate?
Yeah, he's got his own money.
No, I don't.
What happened to the quarter Dad gave you?
I don't know. I lost it.
Just take out for mine.
No, Cindy, I want my bubble gum. I want it.
You want it, you pay for it.
I don't have my money.
And you don't have your candy. Let's go.
Hey, he's got that candy there.
Cindy! No!
What's the problem? What was all the yelling about?
I guess it was about a little bit of candy.
Is it all settled?
I guess.
I want my money back.
What money? Is there something the matter, miss?
Yeah, there's something the matter. Whoever it was in here waited on my little brother, accused him of trying to raid the store, and I want my money back.
I never accused him of nothing. He just had some articles that hadn't been paid for is all, and I was just asking if they was going to be paid for.
You calling my sister a liar?
I never called anybody a liar. I'm just saying the way it was.
There's some kind of problem here?
Nobody accuses my little brother of stealing.
What are you talking about, miss?
Don't get snotty with me.
If anybody's being snotty around here, I wouldn't say it was me.
Here's your money back.
It's the last of it you'll ever see from our family again.
That's your privilege. Suits me fine.
Where are you going? Something else you want?
I never accused anybody of stealing in my whole life. I certainly wouldn't accuse a little child of stealing. I never accused that little boy of a darn thing.
No, nobody's saying you did, Madge.
Calm down, Madge. You are. Just calm down.
All right, now, I want to know which one of you two rotten bitches accused my kid of coming into this rotten store and trying to raid it. I'll take one of the both of you out on the damn street and whip your rotten asses off. Now, which one of you called my kid a thief?
Nobody called your child a thief.
Well, who's the boss around here?
I'm the boss around here.
I'd be happy to explain to you what happened if you'll just quiet down.
Don't you tell me to quiet down. I didn't come in here to quiet down. I'll come in here to find out who had the damn almighty gall to call my little boy a thief.
Wait outside. Let me have a pack of butts.
I guess not, Mr. Rowan. Sir, it's my understanding that nobody in your family wishes to do any further business in this establishment.
That a fact?
That's my understanding. So be it.
Good Lord.
All that fuss over a little bit of candy.
Good night, Madge.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
still the boss in the store? I said, is she still the boss in the store?
What? Yeah, I guess she is.
She the boss in the street, too?
Mr. Rowan, there is no boss on the streets, as far as I know.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you $100. Cash money. You'll try to whip my old lady right here in the street. You don't have to whip her. You just have to try. Though I doubt you could whip Adina.
Mr. Rowan, I don't know whether you're drunk or altogether out of your mind or just plain ridiculous.
Hello? Oh, hi, Madge. Have I seen who? Give me the highway patrol.
What are you hollering about?
Sheriff Lewis, we got a report of harassment at 1706 Oak Street. People's name is Westerman. They called the highway patrol. The patrol thought we might want to have a look, too.
How long ago did they leave?
Oh, they took off about 10 minutes before you boys got here. I don't know how long they're there for that.
Well, he probably heard my call. He's got police scanners on all his vehicles.
You know this fella?
Yeah, me and Rowan go back a long ways. I guess you folks know he's been a wagon load of serious trouble around here for a lot of years.
Well, what we want to know is what can be done about this situation, Sheriff?
Well, the street's public property, Ms. Westerman. As long as he don't set foot on yours, he's in the clear and he knows it. Next to lawyers, criminals know the most about the law. Even if he was out there yet, couldn't do anything more than aggravate him a bit.
So what you're saying is not a damn thing you can do about it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I guess it just goes to show it don't pay to refuse Lynn Rowan a pack of cigarettes.
Maybe Ruth should have talked to Hank Davis first.
Who's he? Fella Rowan plugged in the head a few years back.
Before your time, Mayor.
He shot somebody?
Both barrels.
He killed him? No. Wasn't for not trying, though.
The living proof. Hank, come on over here. We're just telling the boys here about your run-in with Lynn Rowan.
Uh-huh. Why'd he shoot you?
Never did know. Just got it into his head I'd wronged him somehow, which I never did. But he can do that. Gets notions. I had 2 eyewitnesses besides myself. First one backed off before it ever come to trial, because he'd already got the word indirectly from Lynn that if he testified and Lynn got convicted, he was a dead man. So that was the end of Cliff testifying. And the other one? Shoot. Lynn's lawyer made mincemeat of him 1, 2, 3. And Lynn walked away from it. He always has. Never did know why he shot me. Gets notions, Lynn does.
highest mileage, lowest price, and the best-selling of all V6 coupes is Chevy Beretta. Day by day, more people are winning with.
The heartbeat of America.
And now it's easy to win with a heartbeat.
In this box is a revolutionary new way of cleaning laundry. New Whisk Power Scoop. One small scoop cleans a whole wash load and will change what you mean by clean.
This kind of dirt never gets all the way out. Something's always left behind.
Yellowing and dinginess caused by oils that lock dirt onto fibers. Ordinary detergent action can leave it behind, but Whisk's unique organic cleaning system unlocks and releases the toughest dirt.
There's no dirt. There's no yellow.
New Whisk Power Scoop.
One scoop did this.
It will change what you mean by clean.
For 10 points, what are you eating?
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
It's Kraft cheese and macaroni.
Hey!
Sorry. Judges' decisions are final.
Kraft cheese and macaroni, the cheesiest.
I'm with the Daily Sam.
I read that.
Got a hot story. Kraft potatoes and cheese should be cheese and potatoes.
And I suppose this is cheese and pasta?
That's the real scoop, doll.
Kraft side dishes, these are the cheesiest.
This year, kids will miss 25 million school days because of colds. So remember, only Triaminic and Triaminic Nightlight are the pediatrician's #1 recommended brands.
Remember the Triaminic.
Made for kids.
They'll remember the love.
Here's Grandpa introducing our new big bag of microwave popcorn.
Well, when you're with friends.
And I have our singles bag, when you're not. And now we're going to trade.
Not a chance, Gary, not a chance.
Big bag or singles. New from Orville Redenbacher.
Monday, Will falls in love. And it's a real fatal attraction.
No husband of mine is going to sit around, get fat and watching TV all day and leave it all the way.
It's an all-new Fresh Prince. Then when Blossom tells a lie.
Our topic today, women who lie to their fathers.
Phil Donahue digs up the dirt. Blossom after Fresh Prince, NBC Monday.
Marshal, he's out there again.
How you doing, Lan? What's happening?
I don't know, Marshal. You tell me what's happening.
Well, I just happened to be passing by, and I seen you parked here, and I just wondered, you know, how come?
Overheated. Just waiting for it to cool down.
Seems like it's chilled down. Why don't you give her a try?
I do appreciate your concern, though, Marshal.
Well, you know, just doing my duty.
Attaboy.
Give Daddy a big hug.
it. Please, just keep down now.
We gotta assume it's against the law for someone to shoot a shotgun in the middle of the community, don't we?
Well, now, if he points a gun at a person, well, I guess you would be, but I'm not real sure about shooting a shotgun in midair, man. We'll have to just check the local ordinance on that. Now, in the meantime, if you'll just keep your eyes open and don't hesitate to report any suspicious activity.
Well, suspicious activity. Like what, for instance? Like Len Rowan coming into our house some night, shooting us both in our beds? Tell you what I'm beginning to think, Madge. I'm beginning to think the law isn't worth a damn for us.
Yeah, that Westerman woman's a real mouthy lady. I'd say she's got one of the biggest mouths in 6 counties on her. Whoa! I'll tell you, her biggest trouble is I won't take her out. Yeah. Yes, he wants to get personal with me, and I flat won't do it.
I'd say that puts her on a damn short list, don't it, Lynn?
You wouldn't be lying. You. The old man, Westerman. Now, there's a different story. There's a man needs a lesson taught to him. But what kind of man lets a woman boss his outfit? Yeah. Old man or no. There's a fella needs a lesson taught to him. There's a fella needs a lesson taught to him. How's it going? You been calling the law of late, Wes? That's what they call you, ain't it, Wes?
Oh, I ain't been calling the law.
Hey. You want to fight me, Wes?
Look here, Rowan. This here's private property along here, you know. I want you off it.
Boys, go get yourself some more beer.
Sure thing, Lynn.
Now. Hey, Wes.
We've got an ambulance on the way.
They should have been here by now.
It's gunshot. Looks like double out buck.
Can he talk?
Enough to tell who did it.
Who shot you?
The law done its job in the first place is when it happened.
Who shot you?
What happened?
You're coming with me. Shut up and get in the damn truck.
Rowan, male, Caucasian, 45 to 50 years old, 6'3", 250 pounds, brown eyes, brown hair, maybe driving a green 1977 Chevrolet pickup.
Uh, 507.
507, go ahead.
507, regarding armed assault in Darby. Advising as little radio traffic as possible. Subject will be picking up all transmissions. Won't you, Lynn? What you're going to do is head right for the state line, ain't you, Lynn? Then you'll be going through Copeland. Let's see who gets there first.
Don't get excited. Looks like Wilson.
Thank you, Lord. That's advice I don't need.
All right, he's turning off. It's a gravel road left off Route R. Approximately 1/2 mile south of Copeland. It looks like he's taking me into the boondocks.
Look, if I let it play it out his way, you'll never find us.
I'm gonna have to take him now. Y'all hurry right along, why don't you?
Rowan, open the door and step out of the truck.
That you, Wilson?
What happened? I run a stoplight or something?
Then, Rowan, you're under arrest on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon.
Who got shot?
Just move to the back of the truck. Both hands on the tailgate, feet spread. In the truck? Slide over under the wheel and get out the left side. Show me a hand!
Do as he says.
Who was it got shot?
Move to the back of the truck. Hands on the tailgate, feet spread. Let's all just settle down now.
Okay.
We got Rowan tonight. It was a good feeling. I've been wanting to nail him for a real long time.
I'm happy for you, Ben.
We got him dead to rights this time.
The good news is Wes will be walking out of the hospital in a week to 10 days. The bad news is he'll be living on mashed potatoes and tapioca pudding for the next couple of months. And not too much talking in the meanwhile.
He'll be talking strong and clear enough in time to stand up in a court of law and say who did it. That's the best news.
Well, I'm inclined to accept Mr. Teague's argument, Mr. Knowles.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Teague, I am releasing your client on a bond of $30,000. Preliminary hearing is set for February 18th.
Well, I hope you get luckier with him than your predecessors did.
Yeah, this fellow's been hard to nail, I understand.
Well, hard don't tell it. Not long back, he was in here on something like 19 felony counts. I mean, maybe you want to dig out the records. It couldn't hurt.
Give me the highlights.
Most of the serious stuff was to do with his wife, Adina. That's before she was his wife. And she was maybe 15 at the time. But her and another woman were living with Rowan.
Wait a minute. Two of them?
Yeah, the two of them. And the other one's 2 kids by Rowan. And he was married to someone else at the time and had maybe 4 kids with that one. I mean, it's hard to keep track of the offspring. And Rowan keeps a lot of ladies busy. Anyhow, it turned out Adina was taking some real rough treatment from him. And after enough of that, or I guess too much, she blew the whistle. She told about at least one time when he'd force his attentions on her in various unsavory ways, and that gave us the rape charge. Now, her being underage, we got the child molestation out of that. 8 counts. And about 2 weeks from trial, Vergil Teague comes up with the big announcement. Rowan has divorced his wife and married Adina. That's into witness, into case.
Yeah. Well, marrying Adina, that does sound like a Teague idea.
He's slick as butter, Vergil.
Well, what about the arson?
That was her folks, Adina's. They'd helped her out when she was trying to cut loose of Rowan. He didn't much care for that. He burned their house down. Now, Adina was our witness there, too. She watched him do it. And people's dog made a fuss, so he shot it.
Shot the dog.
Shot the dog.
How you doing, boys? Ain't out of trouble?
Yeah, you bet, Len. Yeah, we'll be seeing you, Len.
Yeah, that's right, boys. You will be seeing me. How you doing, Hank?
Lynn?
Give me a beer, Billy.
What'll the lady have?
Oh, she ain't drinking. She's driving.
A root beer.
So, what was all the commotion yesterday? I heard somebody tried to raid the grocery store. Is that a fact, Todd? Must have been after some candy and cigarettes. You should have seen that knife, Billy.
What knife was that?
The knife that old boy come at me with him. It must have been about a foot long. Oh, he's getting on in years, that West, but he's a tough old bird, ain't he? Yeah. Now, he was intending me serious bodily harm, as far as I can see. It was him or me. Yes, sir, it was him or me. Now, you wait and see, Billy. The truth of it'll all come out. That's the American way.
What the hell's going on? What's he doing on the loose? It's the American way.
That's why.
The V8-powered Mercury Cougar XR7. It comes with speed-sensitive steering, anti-lock brakes, and a new high-output V8 that's pure adrenaline, which means the top dog is now a cat. All this on the quality of a Mercury.
When you're born with coloring like mine, sensitive skin comes with the territory. If you're lucky, you're spared nicknames like Carrot Top. But it takes more than luck to care for sensitive skin when you're also fighting those nasty little lines.
Oil of Olay for sensitive skin. Pure white, 100% fragrance-free, and hypoallergenic.
Grow old gracefully? Me and every last freckle are fighting it.
In a new luscious cream, too.
We went over this at the meeting.
You mean my secret? No, that's not the same thing.
I'm an insensitive wow.
We can change that.
Well, I recognize that because of your...
I'm sorry, what?
Whatever, your pH thing. Because you're a woman, you know. You're a rare...
Wonderful.
Wonderful woman.
You bet.
A woman.
Secret. Strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman.
To prove the irresistibility of Kellogg's Cracklin' Oat Bran, we're going to see what happens when these girls are forced to choose between Cracklin' Oat Bran and the one thing no teenage girl can resist. Well, there you have it. Living proof that the toasted, crunchy, sweet taste of Cracklin' Oat Bran is irresistible. No wonder an open box is an empty box.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies will return following these messages.
In the spring of '85, Marla Hansen was a rising star.
You look great.
Everyone loved her.
You better watch that guy.
One man loved her too much.
Someone said she's a model.
Not anymore.
You've only heard half the story.
You're not so squeaky clean yourself.
How she got even is the other.
I'm not the one going on trial.
The Marla Hansen story, NBC Monday.
Welcome to Home Fed Bank, sir.
Now, before we get started, you're not having some type of grand opening, are you?
No, sir. We've been here for quite some time.
Let me see. You're in a transition period with a previous financial institution.
No, sir.
I know. I should expect something in the mail explaining everything.
No, nothing like that is happening here, sir.
No toys, no gimmicks?
Welcome to keep the pen, but there's no obligation.
How long have you been here?
We've been in San Diego 56 years.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
KNSD.
In Broad Daylight continues, starring Brian Dennehy, Cloris Leachman, and Marcia Gay Harden.
So far, what we did, me and Madge, we got ourselves one of those walkie-talkie things. We're going to take turns staying up through the nights and keeping watch. During the days, one of us is going to try to stay with him at all times. Though I doubt he's going to stand for that too long.
Have you and Wes got yourselves any kind of protection, Ruth?
Yes, but I sure don't like it.
Don't feel bad about it. I'm a peace-loving man, but I believe in God, guts, and guns, and our right to our faith in all three.
Hi there.
Hello?
You better mind your own business, preacher. Now, you keep sticking your nose in, you're going to be having a visit one of these nights, and we'll trust you up. We'll let you look on, and some of the boys give your wife a good time. I expect she could use a bit of a change.
You come ahead. Come ahead and try it. I'm waiting for you.
You got a real nice-looking wife for an ugly little slob.
Okay, don't fuss. Don't fuss. Shh, shh, shh. He's all talk.
Used to be he'd come to town maybe once a week or so. Now it's every day.
He's scaring a lot of other people in this town besides the Westermans.
Generally been his way, Mayor. He can sit there till Christmas knowing we can't do a damn thing about it. Except he ain't got that long. Preliminary hearing's coming up next week. Hang loose, boys.
I'm denying your motion to dismiss, Mr. Teague. I find reasonable cause to believe that a felony assault in the first degree has been committed. I'm binding your client over for trial. Next court date, March 5th. Bond will be continued.
In view of the circumstances, Your Honor, may we have an order that Mr. Rowan have no further contact with Mr. or Mrs. Westerman?
So ordered. To Mr. Teague, do I have your assurance that there will be no further intimidation of the complainants on the part of your client?
You have, Your Honor.
I won't say I wasn't nervous. That fella can stare holes right through you. Better them kind than these.
You did real good, Wes.
They got him now.
2 weeks from today, we're going to walk right back into that courtroom. Lynn's going to swear under oath that it's impossible for him to get a fair trial in Fuller, McCade, Beecham, Lawson, Winnebago, or Roper counties because the citizens of these counties are biased and prejudiced against him.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of prejudice, ain't it?
Well, when'll it be? Getting into trial.
Honey, the wheels of justice grind exceeding slow.
especially when Vergil Teague is cranking them. Huh?
Well, but what if he gets convicted? I mean, how long will he get in jail?
What'd I tell you about that jail talk? What did I tell you? I'll remind you when we get home.
You going to go to jail, Dad?
You're so stupid, Claude. They can't put somebody in jail for defending himself against somebody who's trying to kill him.
Don't you worry, boy. People been out to get me all of my life. It beats me why. But I never spent a solitary day inside jail. The time will never come I do. One way or the other.
Listen up. No hanging around after school. I want you right home. Okay. Bye. Hello?
If your husband testifies at the trial, you could lose several members of your family.
Jack, that was the 4th time. Now, there's got to be something that can be done about it.
Well, there isn't.
Why not, damn it?
Because it's just a voice on the telephone. And no way to prove it's him. He's just bluffing, hon. We're just gonna have to wait it out.
What?
Hey, Marshal! Got a minute? Well, ain't you looking all official?
Once in a while don't hurt. Wouldn't want folks to think I wasn't earning my pay.
Attaboy. Something I want to ask you, Paul.
Well, ask away.
I guess you know that we got something of a trial coming up in the near future about this so-called shootout.
Yeah, well, sure, Len, I know about that.
Much as it's going to be a total farce.
Well, there's some trials are, I guess.
What I've been meaning to ask you, Paul, I was wondering, well, I was just wondering if it was your intent to testify against me this here farce of a trial.
I've been called to do my lawful duty, Len. I'm just gonna have to do it. Hey now, what's going on here, Len?
I guess you know what it'd be necessary to do to anybody had a hand in putting me in jail.
Look here, Len. There's never been any trouble between me and you. Let's not be starting any.
Oh, we ain't talking starting trouble. We're talking finishing it. Ain't we, honey?
Oh, good Lord, now, what the hell?
Oh, I know how you feel, Paul. There's something that makes me damn nervous is seeing a weapon in the hands of a female.
You tell her to put that thing away, Len. You two yours. Let's all calm down, huh?
Let's go get us a beer, Marshal.
I ain't drinking today. I'm just gonna be about my business now. Y'all just calm down. Okay, Len? Y'all just calm down now.
Have a nice day, Marshal!
Here, Mayor.
What the hell's this, Paul?
This is me resigning.
Oh, don't you think you're overreacting just a bit?
Overreacting? Didn't you hear what I said, Dan? I believe they'd as soon blow me away as not. I ain't a professional lawman. 6 months ago, I was working on the damn pipeline. Now you're expecting me to go up against Rowan alone when the real cops won't do diddly.
You're the only law we got in Derby, Paul.
You got none now.
I was born to make you happy. I think it's just my style. Everywhere I go, telling everyone I know, baby, I love to see you smile.
Colgate prevents more cavities, reduces more tartar, and keeps more mouths healthy than anyone else in the world.
I love to see you smile.
Colgate, because your smile was meant to last a lifetime.
Got a painful cold? Gotta get relief? Get Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. It relieves painful cold symptoms some others miss with a decongestant, antihistamine, and a pain reliever you can't find in any other leading cold medicine.
The pain's gone.
Ah, I can breathe.
Everything feels better.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Relief for your painful cold. And now for sinus and allergy relief, try new Alka-Seltzer Plus sinus allergy medicine.
Someone should talk to you about how much time you spend on the phone, and who you talk to, and when and where. A Sprint representative can easily help you select a savings plan for your personal calling needs. And Sprint has better overall savings than AT&T. So there's a plan that's perfect for you, unless, of course, you're a teenager.
I can't believe it.
No one's invented the perfect plan for that.
It's impossible. Georgia red clay ground into my son's uniform. It's impossible to keep his pants white. I didn't even think Tide with bleach could get them white.
You'll see. Take a dirty sock. Gets only this white with other detergents, but Tide with bleach gets it gleaming white.
They looked as good as if I'd used liquid bleach. He looked great. Thanks, Tide. Jan Ralston.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies will return following these messages.
Wednesday, it's L.A. Law's 100th episode celebration. For the first time, you'll go behind the scenes of TV's most acclaimed drama to relive their greatest moments with rare footage and all-new interviews with your favorite stars. If you're an L.A. Law fan, this show was made for you. Jane Pauley hosts the L.A. Law 100th episode celebration on NBC Wednesday.
To get out as soon as possible. Good evening, I'm Monica Gale. Americans in Jordan are at risk because of tensions in the Gulf. We'll have more on that story and why Pan Am was subpoenaed today, plus a scare for jet passengers in San Francisco. Details coming up on News San Diego at 11.
There are those who thirst for something different, something beyond the ordinary. For them, there is a beer that refreshes like no other. Michelob Dry. Once you've experienced its bold taste with no aftertaste, there's no going back.
Soon, Southwest Airlines will offer 16 flights a day to the Bay Area. So if you miss one, you can always catch the next one. Or the next one. Or the next one. At Southwest Airlines, we have a total of 16 daily flights to San Francisco and Oakland every day for the low unrestricted fare of $64.
Another Elvis sighting.
Or you could always wait and go tomorrow. Southwest Airlines, the most flights and the lowest fares to the Bay Area.
God, I love it now. It's the classics and today's best rock and roll, and nothing, metal.
Hey, try 101 KGB FM as soon as you can.
KNSB.
In Broad Daylight continues, starring Brian Dennehy, Cloris Leachman, and Marcia Gay Harden.
It's a Friday afternoon, or did I read my calendar wrong? Where the hell is everybody?
Someplace else, Sheriff.
What's going on?
Lynn Rowan's going on. Ain't you heard?
It's getting so folks don't want to be where he's likely to be.
He in town now?
Not yet. He'll be alone.
Stores is closing early now, generally. Ain't no business. Fellas picking up their wives, working in town. Don't want them going home alone at night. And we closed 7 o'clock last night.
You don't maybe think you're getting a bit carried away here.
Well, what the problem here is the law not getting carried away enough, Sheriff.
Now, we're doing everything we can according to the law. The law is the law.
Yeah, we keep hearing that a lot, don't we, Todd?
Patience is a virtue, boys. It's only a week till that trial. Here, you lost your marshal.
Yeah, nobody's blaming him. The most Marshall ever had to do in this town, maybe shoot a rabid dog, chastise a rowdy drunk now and again. Nobody said nothing about a crazy man with a shotgun. Well, don't you worry about it, Sheriff. I'll just bet it's legal. Somehow. Yep. Real bad for business, Lynn Rowan.
You got a cute house. Be a shame to see it burning down some night, huh?
How you doing, Wilson?
Frank, you got a minute?
What's up, Wilson? You busting me? What the hell for?
Get in there. You still pretty tight with Lynn Rowan, ain't you, Frank?
Lynn? Yeah, sure. We hang out now and again. Why?
I want you to give him a message for me. I want you to tell him that if he phones my home one more time, or if he comes within sighting distance of my home one more time, he's going to find himself staring down the barrel of a .357 some dark night on a lonesome road. And it'll be the last one he ever stares down. Can you remember that, Frank?
Yeah, I can remember that.
The gist will do. Get out.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
That's what you think. Got something to show you. Came this morning.
Continued till August 5th, 1981. What's that mean, continued?
It means the trial's supposed to be next Tuesday. Won't be for another 3 months, what it means.
Why? How can they do that?
Well, they can make the law stand on its head and whistle the Star-Spangled Banner. Somebody smart enough wants it to.
Gonna be a long summer.
They know better than that. I can't even.
Looks like you got yourself a new set of wheels, Lynn. Looks hot.
Birthday present.
No kidding, who from?
Me?
Huh? Still looks hot.
Yeah, four-wheel drive. 4-barrel engine. Sliding rear window, air conditioning, tilt, cruise control, dual tanks. You name it.
I'd had to set you back a bit.
11,000 cash on the hood.
Business must be good, Lynn.
Meaning what?
Meaning nothing, Lynn. Hell, I didn't mean nothing, you know.
Yeah. All my women are dying to drive. A couple of them waiting outside right now, hoping maybe I'll let one of them drive that baby home. That's the way to go with women. Huh? Keep 'em waiting. Keep hoping. That's the way they like it. The question is, what'll I give old Wes for his birthday?
What do you mean?
Why, he's got something coming from me, ain't he? Old Wes.
I doubt Wes would be looking for anything from you by way of a birthday present, Lynn.
Copperhead, maybe. Huh? Copperhead or two. I could drop in his car some night. They'd be there waiting for him in the morning when he climbs in. You'd get rid of the only real witness against me real good, wouldn't it? Huh? Good and final. Anybody know where I can get myself a couple of full-grown copperheads? Pay $50 a piece. You're lacking a couple of copperheads. I guess I'll have to shoot the son of a bitch again. I'll do it right next time.
Well, we've got ourselves another continuous.
What? Once you run out of ground.
I made some more. I hired yourself a new lawyer.
Instead of you?
No, besides me. His name's Stanley Fowler. He's a state senator. Stanley is going to invoke a law called the Legislative Continuance Statute, which provides that in any case, criminal or civil, pending in the state courts, a continuance will be granted if the attorneys of either party are a member of the General Assembly. Stanley's going to file an affidavit, and the judge will be required to grant a continuance until at least 10 days after the assembly adjourns. The judge is going to know what's going on because he's not stupid. But the law being the law, there's not a damn thing he can do about it.
What would you do if I had to go to jail?
You said you wasn't going to jail.
If everything I said come true, I'd have a 5,000-acre ranch, 3 Rolls-Royce cars. So what'd you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
They wouldn't let you stay here, you know. These fine, church-going farmers. Not without me around. You'd have to take the kids, get the hell out of Darby.
Glenn? How come you keep going into town when you know it's only going to bring you more trouble?
Nobody tells me where I can go, where I can't, or what I can do when I get there. If I was to go to jail, you'd probably have yourself a new man 24 hours after they slam that gate. Yeah, that's the way women are. Don't you worry, though. You ain't never gonna have to look me in the eye with nothing like that. The day's never gonna come when anybody puts bars between me and my life. It's the way I want to live it.
Advanced salon thinking from the salons of Vidal Sassoon. Vidal Sassoon conditioning rinse. It goes beyond traditional conditioners and helps protect hair too. First, it finds and conditions the damaged areas and goes on to help seal and protect hair overall. From heat, from styling, from the world. So your hair moves, shines, feels salon fabulous. Go beyond conditioning. Protect with Vidal Sassoon. Advanced salon thinking, advanced salon hair.
Soft, 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 fluffy, soft, soft, soft. From a dryer sheet, Downy dryer sheets. Oh, come on, come on, come on in. A Downy feeling next to your skin.
Downy tumbles away static cling while it softens best of any dryer sheet. Downy's softness even cushions a bubble.
Soft, soft, come on in. The feeling's fine. Come on in to Downy.
There's a new kind of cowboy out there. And that's why McDonald's is grilling up a whole new kind of steak, topped with onions, mushrooms, and a hearty steak sauce on a sourdough roll with a side of fries. And right now, it's a great McDonald's value you can't pass up. McDonald's new grilled steak sandwich. A new kind of steak for a new kind of cowboy.
Are you sure you can't stay, honey?
I really can't.
Your ticket, sir?
I've changed my mind.
Great. The bag.
When you want to change, only one diet soft drink has the great taste of lime in it.
Oh, honey, about staying? I've changed my mind.
Great.
I'm staying.
Clear Light Diet Sprite.
Okay, check it out. When I was in first grade, I had great respect for my teacher, Mrs. Manigo. She could zip me into my little snowsuit faster than I could say, but I have to go to the bathroom. Today's teachers have even tougher jobs. They have fewer resources and bigger classes. And somehow, they get kids to learn. To all of them, our thanks. And to dear Mrs. Manigo, sorry about the carpet.
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Will the clerk bring the verdict to the court, please? You may return the verdict to the foreman. The foreman may read the verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Lynn Roy Rowan, guilty of assault in the 2nd degree.
We're rid of him for 2 years, praise God.
I have to admit, I was beginning to think it'd never happen.
Well, it took them long enough, didn't it?
Not in jail yet.
Might have been worse, Lynn. 2nd degree, 5 years. Now, if they'd have gone for 1st degree, it'd have been life. Meantime, with the peculiarities of the law of this great state of Missouri being what they are, you're free to go about your business pending an appeal.
The appeal isn't worth a pig's guts, and you know it. We lost.
You've been inside, Frank? What's it like?
There's good time and there's hard. It depends on the individual. Keep your nose clean. Keep your bunk tidy. You'll be out in 8 months.
Might as well be 8 years to me. What the hell do you do with yourself all day?
You wait for it to be over, mostly.
I'll tell you the way I figure it. I figure if I go to prison, I'm a dead man. If I don't, I'm a dead man. I guess I'd rather be dead free than dead caged up.
You ain't gonna be dead either way. What the hell are you talking about?
Tell you what, though. I'll maybe just take a few of them with me.
How you doing, Bob? Boys?
Can't complain.
Hey, listen here, Bob. You're an old army man, ain't you? World War II?
That's right.
You in Europe or the Pacific?
Pacific.
Did you ever see that movie, Sands of Iwo Jima? It's one of my favorite movies. Did you ever see that one?
Believe I have.
The Duke is dead. Long live the Duke, you know what I'm saying, Bob?
Don't believe I do.
Well, John Wayne, the Duke. That's what they called him. Sands of Iwo Jima. Hey, here we go. I got something here I want you to take a look at, Bob. You ought to appreciate this sucker. Old World War II veteran like yourself. Ain't it, honey? You know what I'm going to do with it?
The way I understand it, Rowan, you ain't even supposed to be touching a weapon, much less doing anything with one.
What I'm gonna do with it is take out old Wes. Now, he's an old WW2 man, too, ain't he? All you old boys getting together over there at the Veterans Hall, reminiscing about good old war days. Yep. This is the honey I'm going to do that West with. I don't know whether I'll rip him first and then shoot him, or shoot him and rip him after. Either way, I'm going to lay that old bastard open from crotch to crown.
Like hell you will.
You know somebody who's going to stop me? Hey, Bob. You know somebody who's going to stop me?
Where the hell's he going? Oh, hell, Dex. I think it's coming apart here.
Dad! Dad, put it up, Dad!
Don't be foolish.
That trash comes over this way carrying that piece, I'm gonna blow his crazy head off.
Dad, this is damn
Get the hell out of the way! He didn't fire it. He'd be laying dead in the street now if he did. What the hell makes a difference whether he fired it or not? He's not supposed to touch a weapon. That's a ruling of the court. You can nail him for just having it. And if you don't, there'll maybe be somebody else who will. We're just about as close to fed up with this situation as we aim to tolerate.
All right, listen, I'll need affidavits from any witnesses, Sheriff. Now, can you get me those? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, but make sure they understand that when I file this motion, Teague's going to know about it, and so will Rowan. You understand me, Sheriff?
They have affidavits, Lynn. Damn it to hell, can't you keep the lid on it for 10 minutes?
What'll they do?
Well, Noel is filing a motion to have your bond revoked. You could be behind bars pending the appeal. Do you know how long that could be?
Who signed the affidavits? You signed that affidavit against me, Bob?
I did.
Your boys, too?
That's correct.
Now, why did you do that, Bob?
I believe in the law. Always have done. Oh, it's getting a little harder to do here of late.
Now we all got to go through the aggravation of showing up in court all the way over there in Bethune.
Friday. I got the notice this morning.
And this is only Monday. Could be a long week. And even assuming we was all still fit for it by Friday, it's a long drive to Bethune, ain't it? I'd say that house make a hell of a fire if it ever went up some night. Wouldn't you, hon?
Come on and lose that weight, get your body slim. Lose yourself in the days. You gotta
Dynatrim, the weight loss plan from the makers of Centrum. Just blend for a delicious shake. Blend longer for a creamy mousse. Or freeze it for a frozen treat. Come on, lose yourself in the taste.
more delicious ways to lose it. Shake it, freeze it, creamy mousse it. You've never been so thin. Introducing Dynatrim. Lose yourself in the days.
Great. No GE soft whites. Well, guess I'll try one of these.
With an ordinary bulb, you get something you don't get with a GE soft white. Glare. Maybe that's why GE soft white's America's favorite bulb. Because once you've got GE's almost 100% reliability and soft, warm, glowing light, you won't let anybody change your light bulb. Because GE is light.
Before I even consider taking a medicine, I have to feel good about it. So before I switched from Tylenol to Advil, I did my homework. I found that doctors have recommended Advil over 50 million times, and that over 100 million people have tried it. That includes me. And you know, 2 Advil work better on my really tough headaches than 2 extra-strength Tylenol. Hey, I don't take just any medicine, but I do take Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if every once in a while some money showed up in your checking account that you didn't know you had? Well, it could happen if you switched to Great Western, because they pay higher interest than any of the major banks in town. So, if they're underpaying you, come to Great Western Bank. Imagine finding extra cash in your checking account every month. Call today. There's a branch near you where you can start making more money.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies will return following these messages.
Come on, man, get up. He was the most violent criminal in Denver history. Determined to kill his way out of town. When the cops couldn't stop him. They had him and they lost him. Ordinary citizens would. If they don't stop him, we will. The most chilling capture of the decade, based on actual events. The Chase on NBC next Sunday.
3 crashes in the Persian Gulf. On this, a weekend of plane accidents at home. Good evening, I'm Vic Salazar. Yet another chopper crash in the Persian Gulf. Details tonight at 11, plus the latest from federal investigators on the collision of a U.S. airjet with a SkyWest commuter and another plane collision in Wisconsin. Now this.
Never before could you pay only $99 for contacts and glasses at Dr. Leventhal's, all in 1 hour.
Get the look, Dr. Leventhal's look.
A popular country singer sings a tribute to the U.S. troops, and folks at home do their part to show their appreciation for military families. It's coming up, New San Diego at 11.
Just in time, Estee Lauder Research brings you Time Zone, the moisture recharging complex that addresses the multiple causes and effects of dry skin. This rich souffle cream revitalizes, recharges, and rehydrates your skin, keeping it in a protective zone. And now we'll treat you to a free gift when you purchase Time Zone or any Estee Lauder product for $12.50 or more. This gift is yours through February 16th at the Broadway.
Stop. Your hairdryer, your microwave, your computer, your electric razor, even your electric blanket may be deadly killers, exposing you to powerful electromagnetic fields linked to cancer.
30% of all childhood cancer in the United States may be caused by magnetic fields.
Stop before you plug it in. Turn on News San Diego. Get the straight facts from Michael Satoni and find out what you can do to prevent electric cancer. Tomorrow at 6 and 11 on News San Diego.
KNSD.
In Broad Daylight continues, starring Brian Dennehy, Cloris Leachman, and Marcia Gay Harden.
Now, you can bet your butts that me and the boys are going to be looking out of the back of our heads the rest of the week. But assuming that we make it to Friday, there's a lot of open road in that 80-mile stretch between here and Bethune where Rowan could be laying for us. Now, what I got in mind is a lot of company.
How so, Bo?
It's time that we all stop grumbling over the back fence and murdered in our beer down at the Star and got together on this. Now, there's enough people in this town, or near to make a caravan a mile long all the way over to Bethune. And enough people, once we get there, to fill that courtroom to the rafters. Enough to get the message across to the judge and the cops and Rowan and anybody else that this has got to where it's about a hell of a lot more than just Lynn Rowan shooting West Westerman, and something better be done about it quick.
Come on, Pete. Let's go right over here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Hey, whoa.
When do we start?
We don't. The hearing's been postponed for 10 days.
You kidding me?
Go over to the Veterans Hall. We're having a meeting, Hank.
Whatever the law's gonna do, how are we gonna protect Bob Webb and his boys for another 10 days?
Yeah. The law ain't gonna do nothing.
I say we hog tie Rowan. Lock him in a barn till January 19th.
Drag him to Bethune behind a truck.
And what happens next time? You think that lawyer of his won't weasel him out of it again?
I say we end it right now today.
Blow Rowan away and mark it paid.
No guns. Now listen to me now. Okay, the law has done a twist on us again. But he has been tried and convicted. And he's going to jail, sooner or later.
That crazy man ain't never going to jail.
It's been a full year ago. He shot Wes, and he's still waking up in his own bed.
Hey. What the hell's going on? You having a convention?
It's a big meeting, Len. I ain't seen so many people in town since Reagan got elected, except they ain't in such a good mood this time. I wouldn't say that's anything to laugh about, Len. If I was you, I'd stay out of town today. If I was you, I'd stay out of the county today.
I want to go with you.
Stay here and watch the kids.
Lynn, this just ain't a good idea.
Make yourselves up some kind of a schedule so that one or two men are keeping an eye on him at all times, so his whereabouts are known. The minute he creates any kind of disturbance, you call the law.
Oh, be too late. That match if they come at all.
What if he pulls down on one of us some night in the dark out in the boondocks?
If a man draws a gun on you and points it at you, you have the total right to defend yourself.
You're looking kind of lonesome, Billy.
If we're gonna be dogging, Rowan, how about you deputize a bunch of us, Sheriff? What we need is a legal posse.
That's not a bad idea. But I'll have to get permission from the county commissioners first. I'll give it a try. I should have an answer for you by this afternoon.
Rowan's in town.
Well, if we're gonna start keeping an eye on him, we might as well start now.
Someplace else, looks like.
Why don't you get out of town and stay out?
And don't come back. Let's see to it. Stay out.
Man, let's get the hell out of here, okay? Okay? The first day I color my hair, I love the color, the feeling. To keep it, now I have L'Oreal's new discovery, Color Vive Technicare Cream Conditioner. It has an ultraviolet filter that protects and cares for my hair, so my color stays truer, longer. Color Vive Conditioner gives me progressive care to keep my first day color alive. New Color Vive Technicare by L'Oreal. And I'm worth it.
You know, Grandpa, for a single gram of fat, you could have 3 whole cups of our light popcorn. Or some light potato chips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. 3 of them. Orville Redenbacher's light microwave popcorn. You could eat a ton of it. You know, Grandpa, for a single gram of fat, you could have 3 whole cups of our light popcorn. Or peanuts.
Yeah?
Yeah, 3 of them. Orville Redenbacher's light microwave popcorn. You can eat a ton of it.
I can't believe it either, Marge, but it looks to me like they're gone.
You know, that sign wasn't up there for more than a couple, 3 days. And bingo. According to next door, they got top dollar, too.
Really?
I've never seen a house move so fast. I've never seen a real estate outfit move so fast.
If you're buying a home, if you're selling a home, we're prepared to get the results you're looking for. Consult a Prudential real estate professional today. The Prudential, you know us, we know real estate.
How long will the flavor of carefree, sugarless gum last? Till the cows come home.
Welcome home.
Carefree peppermint with NutraSweet, the flavor lasts.
Ritz Bits and the taste of real cheese have come together in tiny sandwiches. Introducing new Ritz Bit sandwiches with cheese.
Flaming disaster. That fire was set. And when Matlock corners an arsonist, You were seen killing him. he's trapped. And the only way out Run! is straight through hell on Matlock. Then Brothers.
He's gonna pull us all down with him.
One good, one bad.
Killed a 15-year-old boy.
And Althea risks her life to save one. In the heat of the night, and then...
I was raped.
The trial that shocked a city.
They're counting on your fear to protect themselves.
Erupts in court. Law and Order after Matlock and Heat of the Night. NBC Tuesday.
Damn it to hell, you didn't have to blow him away!
Now, you standing just about right here and you didn't see nothing?
When the shooting started, I went for cover.
Well, from the looks of it, whoever it was couldn't have been much further up and right down the street there.
I was standing up there by the post office.
Looks like you'd have a pretty clear view of the whole street.
No.
Only thing I had a clear view of was the truck I was diving under.
If you guys had thrown that SOB in jail, he wouldn't be dead now.
Jack, you heard?
Hard to believe, huh? You get the shooter?
Not yet. From the looks of the truck, there was at least 2 of them. You know, I was so damn mad I could chew nails. They had him. He was as good as in jail. All they had to do was wait.
Well, they've been waiting quite some time, Phil.
But it's the law. Oh, this ain't the law. This can't be the law.
Phil.
You got anything?
Well, I think we might have a bit of a problem here, Phil.
Oh, I know we got a problem. We got a dead body, and that's a problem.
No, what I mean is, we might have a whole town here come down blind all of a sudden.
It was Todd Lacey.
You actually seen him?
She said she did, didn't she? I turned around and I looked right at him. He was sitting right there along the street. He just lifted up his gun. He just started shooting.
Did you see anybody else?
No, just him. It was Todd Lacey.
Maybe she needs glasses, but it sure wasn't me she seen. You know, to tell you the truth, I wished I could say I was the one that done the deed. Anybody ever had it coming, it was Lynn Rowan. He stole our livestock. He shot our horses. He raped our women. You name it. But I got to tell you the truth here. It wasn't me.
Well, yeah. When I left the bar, I was right behind Rowan. I was 12 or 15 feet from the truck when the shooting started. I dropped to the sidewalk.
You didn't see anybody with a weapon?
I hit the sidewalk, sir.
Let me put it to you this way. I didn't see nothing. And if I had, I wouldn't tell you.
The Bible says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Those who live by the sword shall die by the sword. Mr. Rowan lived by the gun, and that's the way he died.
And, well, they just stood there, staring. It's like they was waiting for something. It was a set-up thing. They're in the down in my mind. They've been having meetings about killing him. And everybody knows it.
All my life, they blamed him for everything. But he was the best father anybody can have. I worshiped the ground he walked on. I just don't understand how anybody could just shoot him down in cold blood.
He was a good-hearted person. He was good to his kids. He was good to me. I just hope they remember he never kneeled down to them. They'll never forget him, because there'll never be none like him. There was nothing but love between him and I. He was the best.
One thing for an individual to strike out in anger or fear, and quite another for a group of townspeople to conspire to kill someone because they perceive the criminal justice system as ineffective in dealing with him. Vigilante action is tragic in its brutal violence. It also indicates a breakdown in the system itself. Unfortunately, what is dispensed by such white sheet, night rider mentality never is justice. Vigilantes who see themselves as judge, jury, and executioner have no place in a society governed by laws.
What'll it be for you?
The county grand jury failed to return an indictment in the shooting. A federal grand jury also failed to issue any indictments. No one has ever been prosecuted for this murder.
In time, all definitions must be revised. But when it came to redefining luxury, it wasn't a Webster, it was Oldsmobile, the all-new 98. Now you can have anti-lock brakes, fuel-efficient power, computerized suspension, technology found in cars costing thousands more, which by my definition could be the greatest luxury of all. And you can always take a Webster at his word.
This is the new 98, luxury redefined. Generation of Olds.
McDonald's introduces a new kind of steak for a new kind of cowboy. It's grilled steak topped with onions, mushrooms, and a hearty steak sauce on a sourdough roll with a side of fries. And right now, it's a great McDonald's value you can't pass up. McDonald's new grilled steak sandwich. It's a new kind of steak for a new kind of cowboy.
The Dennehy eye feels like someone shampooing my hair. It feels like it's doing something. Head and Shoulders, I don't feel anything.
Both have a dandruff ingredient, but Dennehy adds an extra anti-itch medicine you can feel working.
Dennehy felt like it was working. It was tingling. It felt alive.
Every second of an asthma attack can feel like an eternity. That's why there's Primatene Mist. Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes in as fast as 15 seconds. Primatene Mist, the fastest type relief known.
When it feels good, you want it to last. Like new L'Oreal Color Supreme long wearable lipstick. A lipstick that lasts, but doesn't feel dry.
Make it last.
And I'm worth it.
Make it last.
Mom, still at the mall. Mom! Oh, you're making chicken and stovetop stuffing? We're having stovetop with the celery and onions? What time? 6? At 8. Can I invite Bob? Thanks, Bob.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes.
The grim task is over. All the bodies from the tragic plane collision have been recovered tonight. Troops in the Persian Gulf are paid a tribute by a popular country western singer and a new appreciation for a particular kind of valuable art. That's what you'll see next on New San Diego.
Unsolved Mysteries Extra, a startling UFO encounter in Texas, plus a voodoo hex that already has cost 5 lives. It's an all-new Unsolved Mysteries on NBC Wednesday.
Monday night, she was America's most promising fashion model, but one deranged man's obsession destroyed her career. Based on one woman's true story and her desperate fight for justice, the Marla Hanson story, an NBC world premiere movie Monday night. And Wednesday night, Jane Pauley hosts the LA Law 100th episode anniversary special with exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and candid interviews with the stars. Wednesday night, only on NBC.
LA Law's 100th NBC Wednesday.
Now there's a great new pizza with all the pepperoni you want and more.
Yeah, pepperoni!
It's the new Pizza Hut Pepperoni Supreme with tons of pepperoni, plus mushrooms, onions, and green peppers. And now, get a medium pepperoni Supreme for just $6.99.
That's what I want.
It's the new...
A stakeout becomes a fake-out for the FBI.
The FBI!
When government agents follow a furry informant to the top of the most wanted comedy list.